What's causing
So
because it wasn't like this before.
Let me tell you the problem. I'm gonna tell you straight the fuck up. What's the problem in Colorado? The problem in Colorado is fentanyl is vicious. Then you start up not only fentanyl, now there's carfentanil, which is what a fucking 100 times stronger than fentanyl. Which to most motherfuckers says, ooh, I want that even more. You know what I mean? That's Air Jordans versus the new fucking LeBrons. You know what I mean? That's $90 to fucking $1,000, bro. Meaning, when you can now get an ounce of meth for $100. You know what I mean? When you can get these blues, Perk 30s, manufactured from Mexico, brought over here by the million for $3, it becomes a cheap high that becomes, I don't even care about my life no more. And you just devalue yourself. When you devalue yourself getting high to that effect, you don't care about where you're living or where you're going, and it just overwhelms the system, because as they're trying to build more shelters and more outlets for the homeless, it just becomes overwhelming.
Now check this though. They like to say, oh well, the opioid epidemic, it come from the doctors overprescribing. But wait, you know as well as I know that there's a bunch of motherfuckers running around this neighborhood, the north side right here, who used to be on coke in the 90s, and then they found methamphetamine and thought that they found God. Yeah. Right? And they were like, methamphetamine saved my life because I can go to work now. Yeah. And now they're doing fentanyl. Yeah. So those people are not victims of overprescription.
At all.
Why are they? Because I've got little cousins. I go pick up my little cousin. I give her a ride sometimes. I go pick her up sometimes. She's strung the fuck out. 90 pounds, something like that. Strung the fuck out. This isn't a victim of overprescription. Why are they? Why?
Because it's a cultural thing. It's a fucking cultural thing where you got rappers talking Molly Percocet. You got all these fucking motherfuckers talking about this is part of the lifestyle. This is glamorous. Come get high with us. Come do all this, and this is a party drug. And it becomes now that it's a trip, because when we went to school, if I sent a rumor, fucking Perm's fat, his ass got fucking 3 chins, it would take a week to get all the way around the fucking school. Now, these motherfucking kids say that, and in 2.5 seconds, the whole fucking school heard it. That right there becomes an issue, because the computer, the internet, and all that shit has made information and everything so easily. You go on YouTube and figure out how to do everything bad you want to do. Everything bad you want to do, from building a gun to building drugs, to how to shoot drugs, how to do everything, you can find on the motherfucking internet. And when the powers that be, meaning the music industry and all that, glamorize it to that effect, kids just, that's the way they live. From Elvis on. The minute motherfuckers seen Elvis and oh my God, look at what he's doing that nobody else is doing, from that second on, motherfuckers have followed anybody in music. They're gonna follow a motherfucker no matter what they do. They're gonna say, all right, bet if he's doing it, it's gotta be the in thing, let's do it.
Do you think it's a culture that's like the lean and shit like that?
It's just like lean. It's a cultural thing, bro. And because of that, kids look at it like, we're down in these homeless camps, bro, and I have no choice but to, the second before we get there, our usual routine is we'd say a prayer. We'd say a prayer for what we're about to see, what you're about to endure, and to have the strength to. And we're seeing families down there, moms and dads and kids, and as a father, I'm like, how the fuck is your punk ass gonna allow your family to be down here, dude? When I came home, I got no job history, I got no job training, I got no credit, which is worse than bad credit. and was able to find a job, get a job, sustain a job, keep a job, and maintain and figure it out. So, I mean, now, when you're starting at $16, $18 an hour, majority jobs, if you can't figure out how to survive on that, you don't want to live. You want to live freely. You meaning stimulus check to stimulus check, basically.
You know, I think about that, and the point that I made was that drugs have become so cheap. The price point for making yourself deranged has dropped. It's a couple $100 now.
Bro,
Yeah,
absolutely.
a couple $100 worth of fentanyl will fuck your whole month off.
And not only that, bro, but when they're fucking sending meth over here from Mexico by the fucking ton, bro. And like right now, that's not my life. That is no longer my life. I don't associate with that in any form or fashion. But I'll bet you I could go down my fucking list of fucking contacts and find enough people to say, I would like to buy an ounce of meth right now. I have a $100 bill. Please, will somebody call me? And I'll get fucking 5 to 10 calls, even though that's not my life, because it's so easy and readily available in the state of Colorado, bro. It's dumb.
Imagine what it costs in Texas at the border.
Bro, that's my point, bro. You can go
30 an ounce?
You can go to fucking there and get a pound for 100. Like, okay, here you go. And that is so hurtful, brother, because I got a niece that's the same way, bro. She's hooked on them blues. And my belief is it's her boyfriend that got her hooked, but at the same time, you allowed that to happen. My brothers took the approach of kicked her out the house, disowned her, this and that, and I'm like, I can't do that. I know what that does, especially for girls. Girls are gonna end up, they're not like guys. They're not. Some are gonna start boosting and doing all that, but others are gonna go to selling stuff that.
Most.
And just hurts my heart to think that that's what it'll come to for her. And when you're talking about, she told me one time, Uncle, we do like 60 to 90 pills a day.
Pardon, man.
I said, you do what? I'm like, are you fucking serious? That don't even sound like you're lying to me. And she's like, I got no reason to lie to you, Uncle. That's what we do. And that level of addiction, bro, is beyond comprehension. It's beyond. That's one thing I learned at Pier 1, which is you're done when you're done. Your rock bottom is when you're done. When you say, I'm tired of doing this, I'm tired of living this way, I'm tired of disappointing everybody, I'm tired of hurting everybody, I'm tired of being a burden on my family and the world, and you just give up and say, I'm done. And when you don't get to that point, you're not done. And you're gonna keep going. You're gonna keep going. You're gonna keep going. You're gonna abscess after abscess, overdose after overdose.
Miss after miss.
Miss after, bro. I know veins right now. When I go to the doctor and they got to draw blood, I got to teach them. You're a nurse. You've been nursing for this long. Let me show you how to do this, girl. You ain't gonna find no fucking vein in me. And that's from prison life. I did that. I used to do more dope in prison than most motherfuckers did on the block, and fuck my body up. And by the grace of God, I'm here. By the grace of God, I get to say, I'm not done. I get to fight more. I get to live this life. I get to just days where I live now here in Hido. This motherfucker is 661,000. This one right here, they're selling 1.4 million.
Yeah.
And we're chopped dead in the middle of this, which we laugh because this one's coming up. This one, new one that's building up.
I'm sure they hate you.
They hate us. Hate us. We love it. Well, he loves me, bro, because he got us his brand new Porsche and he loves chaos. He's like, Kels, come tell your story. I'm like, bro, stop doing that to me. Stop telling your fucking bougie ass friends to see my ankle monitor. Tell the thing, why you tell what you did? You saw them do. I'm like, bro, we don't do that.
Tell them the story.
Zach's great though. He does it, bro. He loves it, and it just shows that the newer generation, the newer culture, these new kids that went and did college and just blew up and got more money than fucking they'll ever be able to spend, they don't judge us. They don't judge me at all to say, damn, that's you in prison in your home. Okay, cool. You're a handyman now? Well, what's up? I'll call you when I need some shit done. You know what I mean? I'm like, bet, call me. That's what I do now. And they do, and we just figure it out, bro. And that's all I'm doing.
What's tell me your best Bodie Bandit story, dog, because everybody's got to come with a Bodie Bandit story.
So I'm not gonna hit you with a Marvin story, or like you're just saying low battery.
Is it? How bad are we? We're at 10%. That's fine.
Okay.
We're doing
So
good.
I'm not gonna hit you with no Marvin stories because Big Marv is vicious.
Yeah.
We'll go with what the fuck is his name? Leroy Valdez. We'll go with a Leroy Valdez story. Leroy Valdez is just as vicious of a predator as any of them. Leroy Valdez is probably one of the most vicious with the hands motherfuckers you're ever gonna meet in the state. Martial arts, fucking just that bad motherfucker. But if he finds that right little boy,
Yeah.
he's gonna do his thing. He does that. 2012 at Burlington, rapes this boy all night
Yeah.
till the morning, falls asleep, all high, falls asleep, boy runs out the room. I see him at South House 5. What are you doing over here, bro? Oh, see, what had happened was, I had already heard the story.
Yeah.
Bro, are you serious? You raped this boy all night?
Yeah.
All night?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nah, he knew what was coming. He knew what, you know what I mean? I'm like, he knew what do you mean he knew what was coming? How do you just say a motherfucker knew? Wow, I mean, he shouldn't have moved in with me. He knew what time it was. And I'm just thinking in my head, like, is that true? Do you really believe that in your head that a motherfucker knew, if you move in with me, I'm going to go ahead and rape you all motherfucking night until I'm done, and then you're going to go about your life. And then how do you go about your life? You know what I mean? Like,
So,
Leroy was one of them.
when we was at Beauty, and they used to give the softcore porn. It's like 2002. They were giving the softcore porn on Saturdays. They would show us the softcore porn movie in Creek Food, Cherokee. It's what they call Cherokee.
Yeah.
He was in there with the little light-skinned Muslim dude, and I guess he got it. He got it. Did the same thing. He knocked him out and got him overnight. And then the next morning, the Muslim dude went and told the other Muslims, you know what I mean? And then the Muslims were like, no. And they went and told them. Like,
Yeah.
you got to get this dude out of here. So then we was all down in the hole. We're down there in the hole, and the little black homie's next to me. He's a crip, too. I said, hey, what you big homie down there for, dog?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Man, that fool down there on some bullshit. He goes, hold on real quick. Hey, OG, what you doing now? Oh, it's just some bullshit, cuz. It's just
Yeah. Well, that's how, I mean, whether it's Leroy, Torment,
What about Ike?
Ike,
GK
Isaac Montoya.
Yeah.
So when Ike, same thing, bro. Burlington, same thing. Burlington
Got
was like
something?
I used to say that. I used to be like, what the fuck is up with Burlington? What's up with the water in Burlington?
Yeah.
It's just a green brown for fucking raping motherfuckers.